also would like to ask you about the subject of culture, which you highlight in the chapter. It seems like eco-villages have quite a different culture outside of the mainstream. So how do you think that it has an impact on the cultures around the eco-villages for the local populations?
Yeah, definitely, I would say. So as we explained already, like they are most times well-educated people, have been traveling a lot, are open-minded, have seen a lot, and they are like really want to change something in the world. That's why they change their entire lifestyle, and they want to show that they can live differently and that there's a possibility to do it. So that's I think the most important thing. That's a showcase. So eco-villages show it's possible to live in a more sustainable manner, and this is already a political impact in the rural areas, I would say, and it's more than like a demonstration on the street. It's not a one day happening event. It's they doing it their entire life. And what I heard, for instance, when they participate in local councils and with local authorities, they even start this sharing, what Rebecca mentioned. So they create another way of communication with each other. They say, okay, let's start with a sharing round. And how do you feel today? What are your troubles? So there's a holistic picture of the people, and this is what they bring into their where they are, because they are human beings, and they create a new system wherever they participate and bring it with them. And this is, I think, maybe the most important thing, that they bring another kind of culture to the places they live, and they engage themselves. Yeah.
And this is a very important aspect, because when you think of society as a whole, we have already all the technology and all the resources to make a transition to a more sustainable and just society. We have everything. We have the knowledge, we have the technology. What we're missing is a cultural change, a change in lifestyles, in social practices, in worldviews. And this is why it's so important to have initiatives who are leading this cultural change and can be an inspiration and motivate people to do it. And I can see in the courses we give in IBC, students come and they get really inspired. So I think that's the most important influence or impact of eco-villages, because technologies can be developed in many places, but this cultural change is something that is being led by community initiatives and grassroots innovations. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they also integrate a lot of habits and rituals from indigenous people in various forms, and it's a very nature, like close to nature culture, which is like maybe the most important aspects to like the idea of feeling the nature, feeling the earth, and feeling when it's hurt. This is maybe the cultural change they are already practicing at the moment, and they also want to bring into the world.
Yeah, and it's a good thing, because yeah, we do have a lot of indigenous peoples and traditional communities who have been living sustainably for hundreds of years, and eco-villages, they look for inspiration there, and eco-villages is a solution for is an alternative for people, for westernized people who have lost their connection to their territories, their ancestors, and then they want to reconnect and they want to rebuild community. So they are like they're ever more building alliances and trying to learn from indigenous and traditional communities.
Yeah, this is, I think, really the most important aspect, that they are like kind of not inventing something new, but they're kind of trying to remember it and learn and see and adapt and see how others did it already. I think this is maybe that what they really do.